Binance CEO CZ speaks on the $3.6 billion in net outflows, and Kevin O'Leary blames Binance in his FTX testimony. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody Buffington. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop our latest content. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, this is not financial advice and we wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. And don't forget, for a limited time, our Altcoin Buzz Access group is free, and while it is, you can get our great weekly market and NFT update reports from our amazing research team. Check them out for free now. The link is in the description below. Now, let's get into the news. Yesterday, the Federal Reserve raised interest rates 50 basis points as we expected. There was a sell-off from around 18,300 to 17,700, where it held for a while. Because the interest rate hikes were predicted, the selling has been restrained. While the CPI report makes the idea of disinflation more concrete, 7.1% is still much too high, and yesterday's report really doesn't change the calculus on when the Fed pivots. The Fed has made clear it's prepared to continue raising interest rates as needed in an effort to stem inflation. On-chain data shows that whales are back in action and have been accumulating across stablecoins, including USDT, USDC, BUSD, and DAI. These addresses accumulating stablecoins are typically those with $100,000 to $10 million. As we can see, the lines for stablecoin holdings are all going up. This shows that big players are coming back into the crypto market and the buying power is overall increasing. The collapse of FTX was triggered by Binance investor Kevin O'Leary claims at a December 14th United States Senate committee hearing about the crypto exchange's meltdown. During his testimony, O'Leary said he had questioned Sam Bankman-Fried regarding to how customer funds were used in the past 24 months and was told that almost $3 billion were used to repurchase shares of FTX owned by Binance. O'Leary said that regulation was the core of the silent war between the heads of the two crypto exchanges, and Binance had a 20% stake in FTX. According to Sam Bankman-Fried, CZ would not comply with regulators' requests in different jurisdictions to provide data that FTX would need for a license. The only option the management and Sam Bankman-Fried had was to buy him out at an extraordinary valuation close to $32 billion. The share purchases hurt FTX's balance sheet, said O'Leary, and CZ's decision to liquidate Binance's FTX token holdings at the beginning of November was intended to push down the token's price.
And one put the other out of business, intentionally.
Kevin even spoke out in favor of a crypto regulatory framework, saying this nascent industry is culling its herd, gone are the inexperienced or incompetent managers, weak business models, and rogue unregulated operators. Hopefully, these highly publicized events will put renewed focus on implementing domestic regulation that has been stalled for years. Other jurisdictions have already implemented such policies and are now attracting both investment capital and highly skilled talent. In the US, we are falling behind and losing our leadership position. In a November 9th call with Bahamian regulators, FTX Digital Markets Co-CEO Ryan Salame told Bahamas Security Commission executive that client assets possibly held by FTX were transferred to Alameda Research to cover the hedge fund's financial losses. The FTX Co-CEO told officials that only 3 people had passwords necessary for the transfer: Bankman-Fried, Nishad Singh, and Gary Wang. Monday's court filings by FTX representatives in bankruptcy proceedings named Bankman-Fried and Wang as responsible for a separate shift in funds, as well as the minting of new tokens after they had filed to start the bankruptcy process. Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, has seen $3.6 billion in net outflows over the last week. Customers have pulled a total of $8.78 billion out of the crypto exchange, while $5.12 billion have flowed into the company, meaning Binance has survived the stress test of a large amount of outflows this week. CZ recently did a Twitter space where he said he is very pleased about his proof of reserves and is establishing Binance as a testing ground for new proof of reserve system that he's actively discussing with Ethereum's Vitalik Buterin. When asked about the platform's conservative customers, CZ gave reassuring answers, saying, "We don't have loans, we don't have debt," and underlining that no dangerous loans are obtained from users in order to produce returns. In order to reduce risk, the platform provides restricted DeFi staking with no exposure to outside managers. Exchanges are inherently dangerous enterprises, CZ acknowledges, but he called Binance a basic business that does not strive to generate money from trading itself. BUSD is supported by CZ, which he calls the most fiat-backed stablecoin, despite having less treasury bills and corporate bonds than other stablecoins. BUSD is the simplest stablecoin and is quite transparent. CZ thinks stablecoin should be a significant reserve asset on all exchange balance sheets due to its intrinsic stability. As we mentioned before, our partner Affyn is launching the first city for their Nexus World Metaverse this month, which will be in Singapore. The Nexus World is geospatially overlaid into the real world, so you can own your own neighborhood in the metaverse. Affyn, the company behind Nexus Metaverse, is having its last call for their flag sale, which is what allows you to claim land in their metaverse when they launch. First city they're launching is Singapore on December 17th at 12 p.m. UTC. If you want to grab any remaining flags to claim your land, I'll put a link in the description below, along with our full video review of Affyn's metaverse. Not only that, but Altcoin Buzz is also doing a giveaway for those flags on Gleam. By following the steps on the giveaway page, you can win flags for the metaverse, which will be linked down below. ImmutableX, a platform building Web3 games on Ethereum, has been growing fast in 2022. Robbie Ferguson, the co-founder of Immutable, plans to bring 1 billion people to Web3 through gaming, and they've grown from 5 to over 100 plus games this year alone. Robbie said they've onboarded over 50% of those in the last 3 months, and they only focus on games with sufficient funds to be a 10 million plus player hit, saying IMX games are the most funded, second only to Layer 1 Ethereum in 2022. Metamask has added PayPal integration into its software wallet, allowing US users to purchase Ethereum directly from its mobile app. Metamask's new PayPal integration could also help reduce friction in the onboarding process, allowing those who are new to crypto to avoid the cumbersome process of purchasing cryptocurrency through an exchange and then having to carefully send funds to their Metamask wallet. While this feature is not yet available to all US users, Metamask plans to slowly roll out the feature in the coming weeks. The World Cup is finishing this week, and fan tokens are on the rise. Our partners at Mexc have just launched 4 new football fan tokens with Chiliz for the World Cup. Chiliz has just partnered with Mexc in order to launch 16 fan tokens in 4 days, launching 4 each day. The first 4 tokens dropped yesterday, and round 2 of the drop is today, with 3 and 4 the next 2 days. The fan tokens dropping today include Everton FC, Crystal Palace, Leeds United, and Atletico. As the World Cup wraps up this week, gaining even more eyes, I'm sure we'll continue to see the rise of fan tokens for diehard fans. That's it for Altcoin Buzz News Update. I'm your host, Cody Buffington. Thanks for watching.